Welcome back for part 59 of our Fallout 76 beginners walkthrough. At the end of the last video, we cleared out the mezzanine but could not trigger the talk with Meg, so hopped on a different server, cleared out the mezzanine again, and now it is our opportunity to talk to Meg. So we'll do that real quick. And here she is. Can I get over on this side of her?
The hell is this? Where's Thorpe? You got that old diaper pail on your side? So the hell are you? Tell me you're one of those worthless settlers. Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubby hole and you think you can start making demands? Think again.
Yes, come on, man. What's with the language, Meg? Every time I post my videos, I have to click not suitable for children.
David's trophy, huh? Wow, you must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you've got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia. You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground. Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then? Sure as shit ain't falling for it now. Oh, I know all about the scorched. Got my own plans, like wiping them out. Why don't you take a look yourself? Got a raid going down right now that can show you how it's done.
It really doesn't matter which of these you pick. This is kind of a required quest, so.
Oh, I'll take that bet. You'll see. We're back. We ain't gonna let anyone stand in our way. Head out to their location and find Aldrich. Tell him I sent you. Once you got it all wrapped up, head back to our base. It's the crater. Built out of that old space station. Believe me, you can't miss it.
Alright, and we are now no longer hostile. We should be cautious now. So, to check on Aldridge, it's going to be way up here somewhere, right here. We don't have any waypoints close by to fast travel to. So what we're going to do is stop by the camp real quick, get rested up, tuned, cook up some food, and then we're going to go ahead and investigate Grafton. There's lots of things that we can do up here, and we will wind up completing objectives and finding our way back over here. So that's the plan for this video, at least to do a thorough exploration of Grafton. But first, come on, give me my camp. There we go. There's lots to explore in Grafton. We'll talk to the mayor. There'll be several quests from him. And lots of other interesting lore that we can explore there in Grafton. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn that waypoint off. All right. Here's our camp. Let's do a little bit of harvesting. Now, I did get the recipe for cranberry relish. And to cook cranberry relish, you have to have cranberries and gourds, and that's an even better recipe as far as XP bonus goes. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of...
I wish I could have reached more of them.
Oh, I didn't want to... Darn it. Okay, and let's see. Maybe you want to do a little radix diluted, or radaway diluted, I should say. And we'll do this. I usually do this off camera. Before I record each video, since each video lasts about an hour, I always, before I start filming, come back here and rest. So I have my well-rested bonus for an hour. It's something I would encourage you guys to do as well, guys and gals. Viewers. Again, thanks for all the views and likes and subscriptions. It really helps with the algorithm as the channel slowly builds. So I'm seeing that I'm getting an average of about 200 views a day. So anybody that is watching, if you could take the time to give this video a like, would really appreciate it. Let's see if we have any bobbleheads to store. We do. As well as any magazines to transfer. And we do. And we'll tune up last. Matter of fact, we'll probably tune up over at the station. So let's see what we have to scrap. Not getting any armor mods. We've been scrapping lots of armor, but not getting any mods. Here, we could go ahead and get our boiled water here. See if we have enough. There we go. That'll create a little bit of space. Carrot soup, some corn soup. have no cranberries, but here's cranberry cobbler. As you can see, it gives you a 10%, a 5% XP bonus, but the relish gives you 10%. And so that's why I've been nabbing lots of sugar. As you can see, I never pass up sugar. It's one of the reasons why. That's why I planted some gourds, so I always have gourds available. And so it never hurts to stop by the Aaronhold farm and grab some cranberries. This is a fantastic recipe. We found this one at the ski lodge. Alright. So, let's see if there's anything we need to store in the stash box. There's some stuff we can sell. Although we will have plenty of workstations. Let's go ahead and alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and tune up, and then we will head to Grafton Station. So this is really my routine that I follow, usually off camera before I start filming each episode. So let's head up to Grafton. Now this area of the map is known as Toxic Valley. We initially start in the area known as the forest. Then south of the forest was the ash heap, which was the way it was due to pollution in the air from the mining, and you can see that Hornwright even figured out a way to extract the minerals from the air. The air was so polluted, and then also from all of the nuclear detonations underneath the earth to create ultracite. We'll see here around Grafton that the pollution is due to lake pollution at Grafton Steel, as well as air pollution from sabotage at the Grafton Steel Works. But we'll pick up some of that lore here. So here is the Grafton Station. We see we have the usual setup. There's a legendary exchange. The workstation that's here is a tinker's workshop, so if you need to craft more ammo. Here's our special exchange if you're not happy with where all your specials are. I'm going to pass on the gumdrops. Nothing special in the bathroom. Now we do have this note here. About missing students. and seems to be a conspiracy theory about them missing. There's also another missing poster that we'll come across here in town. Let's go ahead and sell some stuff and drop some weight. Pay back that 20 bucks that we spent to travel here. All right. See where we're at on the eating and drinking. And this is kind of the main street of Grafton here. As we enter, we'll probably, let's see, what effects do we have? Got 5 to 6 more minutes. How about some razor grain soup? There we go. We'll get one of two quests. Either there'll be the Grafton Day Parade, or there'll be some riots. Here we go, Grafton Day.
It's Grafton Day.
And there's the Grafton monster.
We tried to hold it in Clarkson 1 year back.
Oops.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah, he has some.
As Grafton's mayor,
Let's
I'm organizing a parade featuring the
retreat
Grafton
here to the.
Monster
Come
and
on,
his
get in here.
Come see the pageantry.
Now, so you have.
Spend your money.
Let's put some few rounds on him. Now, our goal is to take out the Grafton monster as well as the thief. Just like that. Now, usually has several robots that accompany him. Now that we've taken him out, sorry I made that look a little bit too easy maybe. Usually the parade starts right there, goes down Main Street, and there will be numerous super mutants. So besides fighting the robots, see, they're not hostile now, and all of the super mutants. So the super mutants do kind of form a bit of a distraction for you. Speaking of which, actually we want to let's go a headshot with him. And run away because he's got one of the floaties. There. So the robots are now on our side now that we've killed the Grafton monster. Let's go talk to the mayor. Also here in this little tin shed is another workstation. Here we have a weapons workstation, which is fantastic. Let's see what we got going here. If we could just get a suppressor, that would just be fantastic. but it looks like our weapons are in pretty decent shape. That's a level 50 weapon, so we can't use it, but what do we need to scrap? Gave us some leather and some crystal. Still no mods. I'll carry that for junk shield. So we do want to beware of... We'll talk to the mayor before we explore. There's a cook station right there. Here's the church with a note. From William Keller. We'll leave that. We have the pawn shop. We'll come back and visit that. Darn it. Now we're going to go through quite a bit of 45 ammo doing this, but there are various super mutants on the rooftops. This area, like I said, is known as Toxic Valley. It's actually, Toxic Valley is considered that's going to be the high school right there. If you, like I said, if you are a lower level player, the Toxic Valley is actually ranked as a lower level as compared to where we were. This is a great place to run and hide and take out the Grafton monster. We were able to generate him right there. Oh, there's another. Let's get that guy. And even with 50%, even with, oh, hang on. There he goes. Even with, yeah, I was going to say, even with 50% damage against super mutants. Takes quite a bit to take these guys down, even with headshots. We're not getting the area loot. I don't know why. That's frustrating. There we go. Oh, I didn't want those bones. Don't really need any of that pre-war money or any of those weapons. So yes, here we are on the corner of Main and Beach. In this room we find a little holotape. Or we should. Here it is.
Welcome back, dear listeners. It's time once again to put aside
An open
all
safe.
you think you know, all you believe to be true. Time to open your mind to the strange, bizarre, and sometimes terrifying world that exists in the shadows and fringes of our own, where myth, legend, and rumor are made real. Yes, it's time for more thrilling tales from the West Virginia hills. Tonight's episode of Beast of Grafton is brought to you by Dandy Boy Apples. Apples so good they never go bad. And remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's Dandy Boy Apples. Fresh, delicious, and dandy every time. Pick up a box today. Our tale begins in the rural hills near Grafton, where locals have reported a strange creature lurking in the woods. Robbie Cockrell and Peggy Mansfield were out on a date, celebrating Peggy's birthday. A full moon loomed large as they drove.
Robbie, you're going too fast.
Don't worry, this nuclear roadster handles like a dream.
Where are you taking me anyway?
I told you, it's a birthday surprise.
Way out here in the woods? There's nothing this far out of Grafton, except that hospital by the river. Wait, I bet we're going to that new drive-in over in Clarksburg, right? Just so you can show off your slick new hot rod.
Ah, come on.
You
Don't
can
be
see
like
some
that,
folks
Peggy. I just thought the driving would be romantic.
drowning the sorrows here. Maybe these last of the government employees.
Peggy, are you okay? Peggy?
Yeah,
Here we have an overseer's cache. We'll come back for that as soon as
there was a huge boulder in the
we
middle
finish
of the
with
road.
this.
I tried to warn you, but it was too late.
Here we have a terminal and
There's nothing there.
perhaps maybe the last mayor.
I saw it plain as
The
day in
pipe
the
pistol
headlights. And
and
just
some
look at the
rounds.
It smashed right in. I mean, it didn't just get up and walk away. What was that?
Probably just a wolf.
It didn't sound like a wolf to me.
There we go.
There it is again. Whatever it is, it sounds like it's coming this way.
Look, those lights by the
We'll
river.
come back.
That must be the hospital. We can get out there. Come on.
So as we can see, there were new
My foot,
elections
I think I
held.
hurt it in the accident. Look, I'm bleeding.
The
Everything's
current
going
mayor,
to be
Gloria
okay.
McNamara,
Here.
has been derelict for over 4 years. Council vote is 1-0 against. To elect the old mayor's computerized assistant. So here we see that the computerized assistant, being the only resident and only member of the council, is voting 1-0. There's something about the Black Bear Lodge, Wavy Willards. Again, asking for more source of pollution into the lake. There's Pickett's Fort. And clean up the shooting range in Clarksville. Work orders. Alright. We'll come back for that holotape right there. Here.
from a town council meeting. Bunch of pansies. No vision, no brains, no balls. I'm gonna drag a lot of them into the 22nd century if it's the last thing I do. Since I have dirt on most of those yellow-bellied pissants, they won't have much of a choice. Tourism. That's what this place needs. Bunch of wide-eyed marks wandering around spending their cash on shit they don't need. Grafton Steel is the past. Water parks and shooting ranges are the future. But I have to be careful. Grafton Steel is a big campaign contributor. Can't let them think I don't have their backs. At least not until I stab them there.
Well, as we'll see when the war broke out, Grafton Steel was deemed necessary for the war effort and deemed given an exemption.
Overseer's Log, Grafton. The mayor of Grafton used to be the automated assistant, and it's gone completely mad. Still trying to run the town. Even holds elections for itself. We built these machines to do things without us, and they have. Might be useful if I played along.
Any recipes we're missing? Nope. Alright, let's interact here with the new mayor of Grafton.
Welcome to Grafton. I bet you weren't expecting a computer to be Grafton's mayor. Unfortunately, you are a wee bit early for tourist season. But this is your lucky day. Help us get ready for the upcoming flood of eager tourists, and I'll knock a whole 5% off the cost of all attractions. We have 4 major attractions around here: Wavy Willards, the Clarksburg Shooting Range, Cricket Sports, and the Black Bear Hunting Lodge. Go out there and get each one of them ready. I'll wait here, because I don't have legs, and I can't move.
So we can ask a few more
You'll need
questions.
a variety of components to make all those repairs. Be sure to scrounge around for them.
Alright, so if we go to our map, here's going to be Wavy Willards. There's the Clarksville Shooting Range. There's lots of stuff to do there. There's Bear Creek Lodge. And then over here is Fort Pickett. But let's continue to investigate. There'll be some interesting things that we can find here. Grafton before we move on to Clarksburg. So just down, we see that the responders did set up a trading post here. We see some responder corpses. Some whiskey. I'm going to leave that be for now. More responder corpses. A vendor bot we can trade with here. Hangers if you're in need of metal. I almost never find that I'm in need of metal. Across the way, we have this little shop. You can see that this end of the street is barricaded. Inside here, place to sleep. Looks like some bubble gum. Bunch of beer bottles, which we don't need. So it's kind of a diner of sorts across the street here. I'll take the fuse because I believe it has copper. Nothing in that file cabinet. More ballot measures. None of that we need. Oh, we want the paint. Don't necessarily need that hammer or that coffee tin. See a bone cutter. That'll be good. Some rat poison. So really loading up on the lead. Skill level 1 lock. Let's finish looking around before we load up our lock picks. Oh, forgot. We get to level up. Even though I put a point in perception, I think that what I want to rank up once we start making chems, this is a good one because you get double the quantity of chems. But we want to start racking up this weapons. Again, here's another, now that we're starting to get more power armor cards. But I want to rank that up. Well, I guess we only need a level 1 at this point, so let's go ahead and come on. Oh, darn it. Might have to buy some lockpicks. We do have the bot trader there at the... Get some silver. That's good. Now we want to look at this missing poster. Freddy Wood, age 7, is missing. Last seen at Wavy Willard's. So that's going to give us something to do there at Wavy Willard's. Have a note here at this apartment. Part 1 of Darius Angler's Manifesto. Hate Grafton Steel. Too many of us that work there getting hurt. They don't care about us. They only care about our profits. That's why I quit. Try to get my brother Billy to quit. But he needs the money. Grafton Steel doesn't deserve me. They won't appreciate me. I am the best chemist this side of Mississippi. They'll never be able to replace me. That will show those bastards. So we're now introduced to Darius Angler. and his issues with Grafton Steel. Then we have his Manifesto Part 2.
I killed my brother. Those bastards at the Grafton Steel Mill killed Billy. Mandatory overtime, they called it. I should have never been on those catwalks. I can't bury him. When you fall into a vat of molten steel, there's nothing left of you. I'll get them for this. I'll show those bastards.
So we can see Darius Angler has revenge out for the Grafton Steel, blaming them for the death of his brother. He's a one-time chemist there. Darius being a one-time chemist there. And up here on the top floor, don't really need any more salt and pepper. We have tons of that. Nothing of interest in the bathroom. I have this little display case. Somebody had a small child living here. We'll take this wood. I think last time I cooked I saw that we were down to about 300 and something wood. I never seem to have a problem with steel, but oh, let's take that cap stash. That's nice. The missiles just weigh too much. It's 3 missiles, let's see. I always can sell them. Lantern has oil in it. And let's head up on the roof here. We saw that there was a catwalk over on the side of the building. Oh, here on their roof. Have a nice little hot tub action going here. Let's see if it'll... The hot tub is currently covered. Nope, but inside the tub, we have some cram. Good, we needed more 45 ammo. This is going to be part of another quest. We run across the rooftops here in Grafton. Here's a safe. Oh. A little more. Now let's take the shotgun. I think we have all of the mods, but you never know. Burned out terminal.
No green stuff here.
Oh. A dead soldier. Nothing in the metal box. I hear a...
So small. So weak.
Don't see him over here anywhere. I hear him. There's a cook station. Should we want to cook? But I'll hold off on that. Baby buggy. Anything good inside? Nope. Alright, downstairs. Pass on the plastic spoon and the drinking glass. Another dead guy in the bathtub. Yeah, something. I hear our super mutant friend out here. Oh, well, there's a rad toad. See if we can.
I can hear
Probably just really out of range for our shotgun. Those guys will spit at you. There's our guy. Go for a headshot.
I hear it.
Alright. So as we head downstairs, we'll take those shotgun shells. Looks like another little pump action shotgun there. Oh, overweight. Take all this stuff. And we can head back to, let's just take everything. We're already overweight. What's the difference? Train station is right there. I don't know if we snuck into this building or not. But here's a chem station. All right. We did get another mod. There, we lower the carry weight a bit. Now there's really two more areas that we want to make sure. There's lots of buildings and scrap around here, but there are two more areas that you really want to explore. I don't believe there's anything in this house. Oh, some wood. I was wrong. And looks like some cans. But where we want to go is up on the hill by the water tower. So here's the water tower. I'll go up this hill. And there's only one house I think that you can go into. Oh. Alright, we got an alarm clock out of that. We need that nuclear material. Oh, it's not this one. Let's see. Maybe it's the last one. Yep, here we go. Don't need a beer bottle. I don't remember there anything necessarily being anything there on the porch. Take that cleaner for the acid, and here's an important note. Notice of termination. So Mr. Pike, Ottis Pike, has been fired from Grafton Steel. That it's unfortunate you were drawn into this ridiculous propaganda. Law-abiding government contractor. Grafton Steel abides by its commitment, and you're fired. I'm going to run upstairs real quick to loot, and then we'll go downstairs and get a little more info. We don't need a beer bottle. Cutting fluid's good. We see a couple here in the bed. I'm going to leave that bourbon. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll run downstairs here. Take that chem box. Yeah, grab the blowtorch, even though I didn't see some ammo. Ooh, combination wrench, that's good. Oh, didn't see anything in the explosive crate, no useful tools. So let's hit this terminal. So his calendar's not working, but here's his diary. Talks about 2 people who've died there at the mill, and that Arthur is his kin. And little Susie Jenkins died from a disease. They're catching on to the pollution that the mill is dumping and ignoring safety regulations. So we see what happened, the source of protest and reporters. Now the soldiers have cleared everybody out. Arthur is laughing about it, calling them commie whiners. I guess I gotta do something else to make things right. And then got fired today. Arthur, his kin, didn't even talk to him. So here's a letter he sends to Kid Secure customer support. Sorry to hear about your issue experiencing your son's Kid Secure. So they're sending him instructions to override it. He's asking for a tour of Grafton Dam. And here's a letter from Arthur Woods, his supposed kin, saying, no, we're not really related. You were just my wife's brother. Even though my son, Freddy, likes you. I can't prevent the Kid Secure from letting you locate him. Just go away. So, we saw the Freddy Woods missing poster, kind of putting some of the pieces together. We can see that Uncle Ottis here has something to do with Freddy's disappearance. Now, the one last place I want to try to hit before we run out of time in this video is the pawn shop. And the pawn shop is pretty easy to spot because here's this tree right over it. So where you see this tree is where the pawn shop is. Pawn and sell. I'm going to go ahead and enter. As soon as we get in, we're going to look down here on the floor. There should be some notes on the floor just inside the door. Start with this one. These are easy to miss if you don't look. Here's something for 999 setback. Have major issues. Switch automated right. If you get back before the deadline, down with the man. Only due to the spelling, you can tell that it's definitely some kind of code. This is from person identifying themselves as 999. Then we have this little piece of paper, an eviction notice for Flavia Stabo from Discount Realty, letting its last and final one. So it looks like they're about to evict her from the pawn shop. Here's a letter from a friend. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Is everything okay? If you need money, Robert can give you a loan. By the way, please clean this place up. So there is lots to grab and loot in here. We can do that off camera. Source of brain fungus, which is fantastic, so we can cook up some brain fungus soup. Skill level 1. Let's go ahead and I think we have time to. Yeah, we'll definitely have to look at investing in some more bobby pins if we don't find some soon. Let's see, go up a little bit. Ah, kind of use that X as the X marks the spot. Let's try that. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think it's just below the X. Probably should have gone ahead and equipped all three just to give me a better sweet spot. So as we go through here, there's some steps upstairs. Finally get a mod. Anyways, we'll come back and loot here. I'm afraid we might run out of time. We can come back and loot this bathroom. Again, more brain fungus. There's a little bit of stuff underneath these stairs, but we want to get upstairs. I want to cover this before the video ends. So we have this room, lots of junk you can go and look at. Another room full of junk. Here's a bathroom. But here in this little landing, you're going to see this, where we can add our missing evidence. So these are things that we picked up. I don't know if you remember, we picked up stuff from the taxidermy shop. There, the Vigilant Citizen's note to Van Lowe. Here's the Vigilant Citizen's note to Leah De Silva when we were at the De Silva farm. And then here's the Vigilant Citizen's note to Carter that we picked up. You can take those. Take these.